just use this one and put friends
for the future.
Let's have a short mind energizer or focusizer, or however you want to call it. Let's stand up a bit. And let's form a circle. Let's get into a circle, but close to each other, yeah? Okay, do you know that game where you have to do like this? And can everyone hold their hands like this? So the left hand like this, not like this, yeah? Okay, your left hand should be on top of the finger of the person on your left, and your right hand should be here. So, when I clap my hands, you will have to, with your left hand, grab the finger of the person on your left, and with your right hand, to withdraw your finger fast enough so that the other person doesn't catch it. Okay? Did you understand what you have to do, Aurora? Like this. So left hand like this, right hand under, yeah. Okay, let's have a few tries. 2 tries. Okay. Okay, back on the position, yeah? Let's see, which one did you find the easiest? Grabbing or avoiding? Avoiding. Everyone? Did anyone feel that grabbing was the easiest?
Yes. I think I found the difference when we changed to right and left.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was much easier when I had to avoid with this and grab with using my strong hand.
Okay.
And I found it's more difficult to do.
Okay. Okay. So in this process, you could pay more attention to which thing is easier for you to do and which thing is harder for you to do. That is, you could notice which is your strength and which is your weakness in this game. Yeah. So this is exactly what we are going to talk about in the next session, about our strengths and our weaknesses. Yeah. And we all know, we've all heard about these 2 words before, but sometimes maybe we're not thinking about what are exactly our strengths and what are exactly our weaknesses. What is a strength and what is a weakness? What is a strength? Okay. Okay, words, maybe. This is nice, but let's see what. It's good. Something you're good at. Okay. Other ideas?
Something that gives you power.
Something that gives you power. Okay. Okay, something which is easy for you to do. Okay, good. What is a weakness?
Lack of fears.
Fears. Lack of power.
Something that hinders you.
Something that hinders you.
Lack of competence.
Lack of competence. Okay, so when we think about strengths, we think about the things that we can do, that we know how to do, that come easy to us, that we feel comfortable with. And weaknesses are the things that don't come so easy, they are more difficult. They cause us some kind of stress, let's say, and we have to put effort into them. We lack the competence, the skills, so as to say. So, in the next part, I will want you to think about what are your strengths and what are your weaknesses. So I will give you some sheets of paper. Can you pass it on and keep one? So on the sheets of paper, you will see that you have 3 columns. The first column is with things that you are good at. The second column is things that you can do so-so. The third column is with things that you cannot really do. You know that you can't do them. And this is because in life, we don't just have things that we can do or cannot do. Sometimes we are average at some things. We have some skills, but we haven't developed them so much. Yeah? So in the next minutes, I will give you 5 minutes for this. I will want you to think about things that apply to you in each of those columns. Think about as many things that you are good at, that you're average at, and that you're not so good at. And when you're brainstorming with yourself, try to think about skills that you have, maybe knowledge that you have, maybe some attitudes that you have and which can help you in life. Yeah? And another thing is try to think not only in your professional life, because sometimes we tend to think only about our professional lives, but try to think also about your leisure time, your social relationships, maybe your hobbies, or in your family. Yeah? So try to think about these things in as many areas of life as possible. Okay? 5 minutes. So, after you've had your partners, this is what you'll have to discuss. Because before you've been talking with Alex about how to build habits and how to change habits, yeah? I will ask you to choose from each section one thing. Yeah? One thing that you're good at, one thing that you're average at, and one thing that you're not so good at. And try to talk to your partner about what you can do to develop the strength that you chose, the one thing that you're good at, to keep developing it, to use it in the future, yeah? One thing that you can do to develop the thing that you're average at from the second section, yeah? And one thing that you can do to develop the thing that you're not so good at, yeah? Concrete behaviors. Some habits, okay? And you try to discuss with each other, and maybe the other person has ideas if you don't have, yeah? And the last thing, try to see how you can get support from other people in order to develop that skill or attitude or knowledge, yeah? Maybe they can help you with resources, with calling you to remind you or something, yeah? Okay, you'll have also 5 minutes for this. 7 minutes, let's say, because you are two. So, how was it to reflect on your strengths and weaknesses?
Not enough time.
Not enough time, of course. It's never enough time to explore yourself. You explore yourself throughout your life, right? Okay, did you manage to find things in all three categories?
Yes.
Yeah? Which one was the most difficult to fill?
Average. Yeah.
Average. Okay, why do you think is that? Did you discover some new things that you haven't thought about before? Yeah? Can you give some examples? Like what? What did you discover about yourself?
Well, I find one thing that I'm average at is public speaking.
Mm-hmm.
I used to consider myself bad, but I guess I now consider myself average.
Okay. This is a useful insight, I guess. Mm-hmm. Okay. Did you get any ideas of how to continue to develop them or to start developing them? Can we have some examples of things that you found to develop or that you are good at, and how you can continue to develop them? Maybe we can learn from each other's examples. What did you think about?
One of my strengths, I think it's listening and communicating, but it hasn't always been my strength. So I have worked on it for quite some time now, and I think I arrived to the point where I'm good, but I think I can still develop that. And then a good strategy that I found was, first of all, practice and courage to just try the things, because I'm a theoretical person at some point, so I go a lot to look for theory and models and strategies and stuff like that. I read about them, and then it takes a little bit of courage to put them in practice in real life.
Okay, okay, thank you. Other ideas? What did you write?
Well, I wrote things that I'm average at is drawing, and I figured that it was good to just get help from somebody who knows more, you know. So there's an art class, for example, in my power to attend that 2 times a week, and because people who, the experts, can help, you know what I mean? It's like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you can ask for help from the experts, from people who have this better developed. Fanny already gave us an example of how other people can help us. What did you think about? What other ways did you think? What other ways did you think about searching for help from the others or getting support from the others? What other ways of getting support did you find?
I'm very bad at dealing with little kids, like babies. So maybe I have some friends that are pregnant now, so maybe I will
Steal them.
do not steal the baby. No, with the mother besides me to help me, yeah. But, yeah.
Okay, very good job, guys. You identified some of your strengths, and let's not call them weaknesses, but things that we can develop. Yeah? Okay, so we can do this by self-exploration, it's true. But there are times in which self-exploration is not enough, and we actually need other people to tell us. So, for this, we have a tool which is called Johari Window. Have you heard about this? Okay.